The federal system of government we are practicing in Nigeria does not align to the indigenous value. We just read book and borrowed it. This is the problem of Nigeria. Boroboro. Our name Nigeria means nigger. It was an archaic name that was used to insult the black race. Who did it consulted before creating Nigeria? Nobody. Nigeria is a forced marriage. It is a British marriage. What are we going to do? We have to put our voice. Any the inclusiveness in this government. The Igbo are being marginalized, but not just the Igbo, but I will speak for my nation. The Hausas have been marginalized too. The Fulanis has conquered them. The war they are fighting is jihad. We know what they are doing. So if anyone me Biafra, me anything, can if I get me kobrani where them Igbo one, kita I negotiate one. Before that turn get into business, a kidnap or a single with ego. Is this what Ojukwu fought for? Biafra. Most often the body gullible and I the emotional. I go and keep his an average Yoruba man can wear the wise. I call it adaptation by survivor.
The people holding Nnamdi Kanu Gbam president, Southeast governors on the Genoa. I don't see federal government releasing him. Government is afraid of releasing him, but it ought not to be. Politics shouldn't be brought into justice system.
Why na asking na Biafra otu anyị si apụshunya ga work in this modern time? Onye nwa na asịlịgasị ndị ji obodo ajise ike fada kwa wike wa malu echi. Nigeria bụ oil well. Yes, the West na mi okay. They won't let you go that easy.
Major, what do you have to say?
If for this Biafran struggle, I don't know if they did it knowingly or unknowingly. Now, one negasi no kwataro as Biafra, you are not a Biafra. You are an Igbo man. Yes, I respect the cause Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for 100%. But to an extent, I disagree with some of his strategies and measures. I've written to President Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I will still hear my voice tomorrow. But on a mistake, a lot of mistake in the Abawa. Ndi Igbo ni kwa maro ni ibege izia. Manonya wente gano. Chubonya nka Igbo, nonya nka Sabo. Ayeni na abozi Sabo. Strategy na di dynamic. Oya na asige na Biafra. Otua ise aposhunya ga work in this modern time. Oya wana asile gasi. Do you know why Ojukwu lost? Ojukwu wasn't fighting Gowon. Ojukwu was fighting imperialism. Ojukwu was fighting the iron law of oligarchy. Ndi ji obodo ajise ike. Fada kwa wike wa maluichi. Nigeria bu oil well. Yes, the West na mi okay. They won't let you go that easy.
So Biafra,
for you to go first, you must conscientize your mind. First, freedom comes from the mind.
Is Ojukwu your hero?
Yes, Ojukwu is my hero. He may have his own flaw, but that heroism, Ojukwu
is a Igbo hero.
Is my hero. You know, in seven or Igbo hero, or fallacy of hasty generalization.
But is your hero?
Yes, Ojukwu is my hero. Because if Igbo ne wuti, or the man Igbo, Obianobi. Before the war, Ojukwu attempt to go for one Nigeria before now. Even the first coup, Ojukwu accepted. Like, no, the first coup, Ojukwu wasn't in support of that. Ojukwu is just controversial. He is being misunderstood because of his nature, because of his courage, or the too courageous. Or that too ego, or the fearless. Believe you me, I'm telling you.
Ụfọdụ say na ihe na-eme na Igbo abụrụ IPOB na-eme na enwe ndị jos na-ezosi n'okpuru IPOB. Ụfọdụ say that is even Nigeria that is trying to spoil the name of IPOB. Address what you think about what is happening in Igbo first. Then address this one. Go ahead, please.
Okay, that lockdown enwe na Igbo. Enwe ripple effect. That ripple effect bụ na ego anyị kwesịrị nweta na Igbo baba na mba ọzọ. We crippled our economy and we lost millions of naira. In a short your household down or Southeast Genyagi Biafra. Obanyo nge wete di Biafra. Abuja Genya in Biafra. Aibochi and Igbo sinanya zukara afia. At the end of the day, we will be the one to suffer. And my business and other people's business suffered. Now, regarding the movement being hijacked, Amaromunka, but the IPOB are putago on several occasions. We deny now that they are not the ones sponsoring those hoodlums. No Nigerian government in Emia. But Soludo Kawalan, number ejide some people, and some of them are Igbos. Even some Fulanis in Deji Kwalejide. Na kowa that no kwandi Igbo bogafa that they are just hired for this. Mana kan jondi Igbo ajuju. Aluli na ine mekota adigo too much. We don't have to kill our brothers just to get freedom. We don't do that. If you want to fight freedom, the Nigerian Constitution you line the right for self-determination. We are the commercial hub of the Nigerian state. I was expecting Igbo to come together to demand for seaport na Igbo because what gave birth to this Biafran struggle was due to the social inequality, the political inequality, and the economic inequality. I was thinking that the elite will come together and even we should come together to demand for accountability, to demand for social welfareism na Igbo. So to me, what we should demand from government, we are demanding for the wrong thing. Just like when Nnamdi Kanu was pushing, Nnamdi Kanu was doing very well. At some point, to restructure Nigeria. And now this phenomenon give birth to the civil war. The federal system of governments we are practicing in Nigeria does not align to the indigenous value. We just read book and borrowed it. This is the problem of Nigeria. Boro. Our name Nigeria means nigger. I say no Nigeria, not from River Rhine. See, it was an archaic name that was used to insult the black race. If I proceed in Ekwu collectively, how do we come together to make the Igbo nation a better place? Not killing ourselves. Who did they consult before creating Nigeria? Nobody. Nigeria is a forced marriage. It is a British marriage. Man, what are we going to do? We have to put our voice, telling the federal government, if I need any the inclusiveness in this government, the Igbo are being marginalized. But not just the Igbo, but I will speak for my nation. The Hausas are being marginalized too because Icheke from 1960. No Hausa man has become the president of Nigeria. Most of them are Fulanis. The Fulanis has conquered them. The war they are fighting is jihad. We know what they are doing because we have more than 60 million Fulanis unsettled in Africa.
My name is Ozo Nnanyelugo. I am who I am today because I do land banking with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited. With Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited, land banking is a must.
And they are trying to settle in different part of the African countries. So if I'm one me Biafra, me anything, if I get me them. So to me, if I get in born on the number one, or Dibia Cambo, on the Dibia no more, like me or hate me, Ndina Kwafula Bala, na Nibo, Mandele Fanama, even their generation.
Yes, sir.
Kabu etose, Ndibo Kulia. Una amaro ndi Igbo bu ndị Igbo nwuri ihe mbosi bulugbo tuna nwa Igbo ga-egbu nwanne ya ijugo gigine bụ mando. If for this Igbo ocho bụ a capital sin in our community, if you do something like that in the pre-colonial Igbo society, you will be ostracized. Iya agba ọsọ ọchụ kita anyị na-egbusi onwe anyị ụfọdụ atọ ga into business. A kidnap or a single with ego. Is this what Ojukwu fought for? Oburiabu Biafra, Oburiabu independence. Freedom comes from the mind. We must sanitize our mindset. Most often the body gullible and I the emotional. An average Yoruba man can wear the wise. I call it adaptation by survivor. Had a very strategic. Aside business, so we need to come back together. Meeting us in what is the way forward? If I know my name, where is it leading us to? Or if I'm
that place also, even the Fulani aged in Igbo, that our people hire them, yes. Because when I was in prison last year, I came across about 4 of them in prison. So we were discussing. So I got them talking about what brought them into prison. So they told me that our people, they hire them their own just to go do their job. They give us our own share. You see it in Abakaliki prison. So our own to do their job. We know they know how much they negotiate. We know they know. So if they say na Fulani people they kill na, make una tell una people may they no come they look for us. You see it.
When you talk about Biafra, the first person that comes to your head is Ojukwu, and then some people feel like Ojukwu is a hero. A hero. You can classify them as an Igbo hero. Go ahead, please.
Okay, one of the heroes of Igbo land is Innocent, Chief Innocent Chukwuma, someone who domiciled his business in the southeast. And it's not just business, manufacturing of vehicles. I've gone there to see for myself, that factory 2 times. And you'll be marveled. The man has tried. Ndo will not always buy. You see it? So he is one of the heroes. How many people, how many companies, how many individuals now into automotive industry? So, he's a hero. Yende Madonna Fota as heroism for me. Adema Fotiano Diangwa. Ojukwu wasn't a hero for me. Anybody can cause crisis. Ndi Bonadi so emotional. Our emotions becloud our sense of reasoning. So that is just the issue. We try to glorify people we should reprehend. Just like when some people say Simon Ekpa, their Messiah. And say, Simon was my friend. So he invited me several times to Finland. So Simon was not doing IPOB stuff earlier. He wasn't. Romanticization of IPOB started when Nnamdi Kanu was caught. So that was when he started identifying with IPOB. You see it, all of a sudden, when did he build that cloud to become the Messiah? of ndị Igbo. The greatest weakness of some many Igbo people bụ Biafra. Once you are speaking in favor of Biafra, whether or not you are sounding reasonably, then automatically you are beloved of Igbo land. You see it? When you are trying to give a balanced analysis, you see it? So that is the problem. Igbo people in the real sense of it, large number of heroes. We have, to an extent, villains.
Ndị be anyị, unu kpọrọ nya bụ oku, anyị azago. Ugbu a, ị ga-abụnwu onye ọbịa na Gbam, n'agbanyeghị ebe ọbụla ị nọ n'ụwa. Ị chọrọ ka anyị gbaa gị ajụjụ ọnụ maọbụ ị chọrọ ka ụwa nụ ọnụ gị? Dere anyị ozi maọbụ kpọọ anyị n'akara ekwentị ndị a ị na-ahụ n'iru onyonyo gị. Daalụ nọ. Let me ask you as a dibia Igbo onye na ndo Igbo dibia ikwulu okwu ọchụ ikwulu ya owute mere nne. The implication of what has happened in this southeast as a dibia Igbo or ihe ifili na a ga-cleanse nwu in 5 years 10 years. Kedu the implication na mmadụ nọ ebe a na-eme burial they open fire? Kedu the implication? Because I na-afụchi ya superficially on the surface. Go ahead please.
No child is innocent of the parents' atrocity. Also believe that now if you are in Christ or a new creature, when reality comes to you, some of ndị be anyị kita na-ata afọ maka alụ ndị nna mere mbosi bulugbo. If you desecrate the sanctity of ordinana, you must pay for it, and your children ga-ata afọ nnya na ọbala ịkafasi wee pụta. Even in na ngwa cheke ndị mere odogwu mbosi bulugbo kedu ka mkpụva dị ndị avụgbulu ọkọ ọchụ mbosi bulugbo. If you want to know the future, study the past. So ndị niile na-akwafu ọbala akakwafula ọbala ị ga-atakọta ya concrete. So ndị niile a na-eme ebe a, whether you call yourself a Muslim or an IPOB, all these things are ideology. My IPOB ideology club, Christianity ideology club, all of them, they must pay for it. Akwụrụ ya n'ụwa, anyị akwụrụ ya ụmụfa ya atakọta ya aja. So the best thing bụ ọ bụ na ị na-eme ya gịnị tinye mma gị n'ọbọ.
Nnamdi Kanu, everybody is pointing at him. Do you think Nnamdi Kanu should be released?
Government is afraid of releasing him. So it is not a bad court process. It is a political solution. But it ought not to be. Politics shouldn't be brought into justice system. The court should say what they've seen, the evidence before them. You see it, and not to get the president telling the court what to do. You see it, I think they are considering what his reaction would be if they release him now. That's where the problem lies. And the people holding Nnamdi Kanu Gbam president, Southeast governors, specifically the governors, on the Genofondia. I don't see government releasing Nnamdi Kanu.
Right?
I don't see federal government releasing him. So,
do you see this country working? Nigeria as a country working?
Nothing is impossible. For Nigeria to work, I keep saying this, our system of education default number one. Education is the key.
Western education?
The Western education is haram. Now, education has to be rooted in your value. Nando, for example, Chinese, put me anywhere. But so we must propagate Afrocentrism. Our education must be indigenous because education is indigenous. By being indigenous, it will begin to solve our indigenous problem. Western education cannot help you. This STEM template, help one. We need to change it. We need to purge our mindset of Eurocentrism. An average African man identify as what? European first. We need to reformat our brain first. If you come to the social media space, you see them hardly discuss about educative contents. Or you can Nigeria were multinational problem, multiple problem. So for us to start as a people first, Nigeria got work. Education number one, it has to be changed. The nucleus of our problem is the Western education. Experience. But they told you no certificate. Igbo believe in pragmatism before So we must go back to what made us Africans, number one. Even in go, the more we read, the more we create more problems. We keep on building university, but all our graduates, they can't do anything. Or graduated from civil engineer, because if an accused with the YDX, that accused practical there.
As a Igbo, how do you define that Igbo identity? What is your definition? Go ahead.
I'm a pioneer of the African epistemology, and to be precise, the Igbo epistemology. What defines defines an Igbo man is what I call the Igbo conscientism. Now, our knowledge system defines us as Ndi Igbo. In this our knowledge system, we can subdivide it into two. We have the immaterial knowledge system. We have the material knowledge system.
I want to make healthy living a culture in our society. The time to make exercise, you sweat. That sweat is very important. Ibana garden, bela kukwani, very natural food. Or if your body need it, just nyobana day to chukusike.
Now, going further, for you to be an Onyi Igbo, you must get yourself aligned with your world view. Because what controls your world view controls your thoughts. What controls your thoughts controls your reality. And what controls your reality determines your fate. We are existing here for a reason. And Igbo Iyuwa can be polysemous depending on the context. It can mean two things. For example, Iyi can mean mili. Sometimes Iyi is synonymous to alusi. Maka na mgbasi bulugbo alu megide n'obodo, ndị Igbo can come together bute ofo, ebute ọgụ, kwubi okwu n'ọgụ, asụ n'ọgụ a na eva ka ị ga na-alụ, ọbụla etose, akpọbịa Iyi. All the synonymous to alusi mana ọ bụrụ alusi. But in this context now, Iyi determines two things here. Iyi, oath, ụwa, this consciousness. We are existing in this consciousness for a reason. Someone can call ontology. It tells us about our chi. It tells us about our genealogy, which is our ancestors. Most of us, our destiny is hidden in our genealogy because a fruit does not fall far from the tree. I find the bonu na azu ka ega azu or the nobala. Ndo aka na akpọ ozu, nso ka na akpọ ozu. Ife jemala na ndo bụ dibia. That is why if you go to ogbo ogu, onye na ndoba na emefe ogu na aga n'iru. So, onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo ga-amalili ife iji bụrụ onye Igbo. Your cosmogony is telling you about the history of creation. Maka na ndị Igbo nwere their own version of creation, which is called the Big Bang n'onu ndị iti. Ndị Igbo sigo n'ụwa wala awa, mana anyị amara n'ụwa wala awa. An Igbo man na-agụ maka Abraham, na-agụ maka Adam. I'm sorry to hurt you, Adam wasn't the first man. Ndị Igbo predated Adam. Leja Nsụka predated Adam. Nsụka predated Adam. I've been to Ogba in my research. O nwere mmiri na be a na-akpọ Ogba. Ogba stands as a covenant. A na-akpọ ya, some call it Bethel. A covenant between Ndị Igbo and the universe. Ọ dị n'Ogbu n'ike. If you explore there, ị ga-afụ an artifact, ị ga-afụ a civilization that is older than Jesus Christ. An Igbo man should understand na ịbụrụ Jesus, na ịbụrụ nwa Jesus. Ịbụ onye Igbo, ụka bịala abịa. Asọkwa m na ụka ga-ana, asị m na ife kwulu, na ife ya akwụdebịa, mana ụka abụrụ nke anyị. So onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo must first of all identify with two major things: your language and your spirituality. I am speaking English so I can get to a wider audience. Nke ịbụọ bụ your spirituality because God is indigenous. In every Oga, Chiukwu and the Creator revealed itself through your culture, within the confines of your culture. And then agba aka na mbọ ndị ọka ụka agọ mmụọ, I call them neo spirituality. So onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo must get yourself conscientized about the totality of your existentialism. Kedu ife nji wee bụrụ onye Igbo? Ị na-asụkwa asụsụ Igbo, ị na-emekwa omenala Igbo. That is one thing that defines your identity, not the Roman Catholic. Thank you.
Let me start from you, Major. Ibu onye Igbo, Ibu onye Biafra.
The word Biafran is actually an alien language.
Elia.
Yes. And these used the name Biafra was the Portuguese. Before the scramble of Africa, they were trying to explore the African continent. Then on the West Central African coast, the eastern part of Guinea Gulf, Gabon, Lopez, down to the Niger Delta. So it is a demographic expression used by the colonists. Odoro indigenous to the Igbo nation. But for some reasons, best known to Ojukwu, he adopted that name during the Biafran genocide. So I can identify as a Biafran, and I'm only Igbo. So there is no way I can identify as a Biafran, but I'm an Igbo man by blood.
What's the position, LCN?
Biafra, just as my brother said here, I don't know the meaning of Biafra. I can't lie to you. I don't know the meaning.
There's Bia in it now, which is come.
But what of the other one? Fra.
Biafra.
You see it. So I don't know the meaning. I wasn't born when the struggle started, and I don't know the direction they are headed now, because what we see in our society, in the Igbo society today, moreover in the Southeast, is the opposite of what they told us. I am Eme. I am yet to understand the concept of Biafra. So I should know what Biafra is before supporting the struggle. But for now, I don't know what it means.
I nwere akọ pụrụ iche ịchọ ka ụwa nọ. I nwere ife dị n'obi ịchọ ikwu gbam. I nwere ife dị omimi ịchọ ka onye ọbụla malụ. O nwere akala aka izolo ezo ịchọ ka ụwa fụ na inwe passion for. Bịa na gbam ka ụwa nụ onu iyi. I nwere business ịchọ ịkwụnye n'ọkụ. O nwere product ịchọ ka o soro na gbam. ịchọọ ka ife ị na-ele ife ị na-eme na-aga as viral as Gbam, we are here for you. Contact the number on your screen. Ka anyị kwụnye ị n'ọkụ ka ịfụ na ọ na-eme. Adamuaka, Gbam is the biggest Igbo interview in the world. Come and find out for yourself. Thank you.